Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is how to master Section 8 and finding quality tenants and working with the housing authority. My name is Kwa and I'm with KT Wealth Builders. One of the biggest concerns for any property manager or investor is vacancy and rent collection. But what if a portion or even all of your rent was guaranteed by the government every month? Working with housing authority and Section 8 program can be a game changer for your cash flow, but only if you know how to navigate the paperwork and find the right tenants, right? So today I'm breaking down my exact process of finding housing tenants and how to build a smooth working relationship with the housing authority. Step number one is finding and screening housing tenants. First, you have to find a tenant. Why you can use the regular website like Zillow or Redfin. I do highly recommend it using affordablehousing.com. The reason is because it's the hub where voucher holders look for homes. The golden rule of screening is a common mistake is lowering your standard because the government is paying. Don't do that. You should treat a voucher holder exactly like any other tenants. You should look for the background and credit, right? Check for the eviction and criminal history. No eviction or criminal history. And for income, make sure that you verify the portion of the rent that voucher cover the rest, right? So for housing, let's say your property is listed for 1,300 a month, and you want somebody that make like 2 times rent, which is like 2,600 a month, but the housing authority only pay like 1,000 out of the 1,300, then the applicant need to make like at least 1,600 a month to be 2 times rent, right? And then also you need to make sure that you call the reference, so call the previous landlord. The voucher pay the rent, but it doesn't guarantee the tenant will take care of your property. You want a tenant to treat your home like any other, like with respect. So you can call the previous landlord and ask for a reference, right? And then here's how the website of affordable housing look like. It's a free website. You can just sign up, and if you sign up, you can list your property on here, right? But the thing is, like, if you want to be proactive, you want to use one of their features, which is like reaching out to the tenant. You can limit your search from the prospect for the area that they live, that close to your property, which is in Barstow. So if I choose Victorville and then all of these, like 2 unit, 2 bedroom, these are the prospect that has been looking on this website. So voucher holder, yes, and then they're here, they're looking for 2 beds, and this is their rent. So you can actually send them a message, and the thing is you have to upgrade the subscription to be able to do that. But the nice thing about this is you can do it monthly. So if the month you need to list on here, you can just buy that month, and after your property is you locate a tenant, and place somebody, and then the property is no more longer vacant, then you can just cancel it, right? So that's how you do it at affordablehousing.com, right? And then working with the housing authority is the second step, right? Once you have a tenant, the paperwork phase begin. You need to fill out the request for tenancy approval package. This is a package that the applicant will have with them when they look at your place. So once they look at your place and they liked it, they will provide you this package to fill out, and you will sign it. And once you fill it out, you can send it over to the housing authority so that they can process it, right? So this is a tip to work with housing authority is be very responsive. Uh, Make sure that you're proactive because these agencies often overwork. So if you turn in something with a missing signature, it makes it on their desk for a couple of weeks. So make sure you double check everything and give them like 24 to 48 hours after you submit the application to follow up with them and ask them if you missed anything, right? So that way you don't lose so much time uh, with it sitting on their desk and nobody's looking at it, right? So be active, reach out to them, and make sure that your app package is complete. Now, once they approve your package, they will schedule a inspection. It's called a housing quality standard inspection. The inspector will come out to ensure that the unit is safe. To pass the first time, check these common failed items. So first of all, is outlet. Ensure that all the outlet next to the water source, close to the water source, is CGFI certified, right? So make sure those are installed if it's not. And then for window, make sure they open, they close, they stay open, and they can be locked, right? And then for the detector, make sure the smoke detector and the common monoxide detector are there and functioning in every floors. And for paint, if the home is built before 1978, lead paint is a major no-go. So make sure that the paints have been, upgraded since then, right? If you fail of the inspection, don't panic, right? Because the things like housing authority will give you in some time to make repairs before they approve your application anyway. So they will send you a list of items that they will need to be fixed after the inspection, and then you just have to fix them. And once you fix them, you can reschedule for another inspection, and they will come back, right? So, and then the other thing is the step 4, which is the last step, is the payment and renewal. Once you pass the inspection and you sign the package, the contract, the money will start flowing in, right? Usually it's a direct deposit on the first of the month. Remember, housing authority will do an annual or a biannual inspection to make sure the property stay up to code. Keep up with the maintenance. If the property fall in disrepair, they can stop the payment until it's fixed. So make sure that you're on top of it. And here's how it look like. So I do accept housing, and once every month, close to the end of the month, they will send you a file. This is their their notification that they issue this one out on March 31st, 2027, and they will tell you, okay, they're gonna pay you this much for this unit and this much for this unit, and the total is gonna be deposited into your bank account. Is this much. So you can see it from their website, right? I mean from their email. So that's how they do it. So anyway, let me see. Go back. Let's go back to here. Leave it here. And then working with housing takes a little bit more patient than regular, but the long-term stability is worth it, right? Because for a regular tenant, all they do is they come in, they look at your place, and they inspect it, and they liked it. Then you sign a contract. But with the housing authority, you have to do the housing inspection as well, and you have to pass those. And if you don't pass those, you have to fix them before they approve your file. So it could be a headache at the beginning, but to be honest with you, like if I can rent all my units to housing, I would have done so, because with other tenant, you have to be worried about, like, oh, if this month, like, who's gonna text me and say, oh, they're gonna be late on rent, or if they can't afford rent, or if they need to move out and stuff like that. But with housing, you don't have to worry about that. So make sure that you take this website down, affordablehousing.com, and list your property on there, right? So anyway, if you find this breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so I can provide you more investment tips or management tips, right? Anyway, thank you so much, and see you next time.